and good evening, everyone. How are you guys? How are you? Can't post comments to some destinations. This I know. For Facebook tells me so. So this I think is being shared out correctly. Hello. Yay! Hello, YouTubers. Although that sounds very weird. Aura, that's such a pretty name. Hello, how are you? Hey, Chris. Welcome on YouTube. Oh, wait, that was Yahoo. Sorry. Now remember the old Yahoo. That was, sorry. Anyway, I'm having water this evening. How are you all? How are you all? Oh. So, um, I'm actually really good. I had a great day. I had dinner with two of my favorite people. I had it with my daughter and my granddaughter, and it was just nice. A nice time. You know, I love hanging out with those two. They're like so awesome. Um, so how are you guys doing tonight? I was trying to share this out on Facebook, and it really wasn't letting me. But that's okay. Facebook sometimes has some different things. Tired as usual. Tired as usual, King Friday. I just want to make sure I get this out. I don't understand that. Well, that's weird because I just paid all that money and they're telling me I need to upgrade. Well, that's very odd. Very odd indeed. Oh, that's weird. It was on the wrong destination. That's where I want to be. Yay. Okay, let's save the changes. Let's try this again. Yay! Now maybe people on Facebook can see it. It's they very weird StreamYard, and because Facebook StreamYard is a platform to which I go live. Listen to me. Ugh, I can't talk today. That's where I go live, right? But StreamYard, I can go anywhere. I can really go anywhere. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure. Oh, there's Kayla. She found me from Facebook. Yay. So here's what we're going to do tonight, guys. Spirit Talk is hi Hope. Here's what we're going to do. I know someone had asked for a reading, please, Miss Donna Marie. I love that name, Donna Marie. But here's what we're going to do tonight. This is Spirit Talk. It is the place where you guys can ask questions about spirit. Like after a person passes, how long is it before they're in reconciliation and how long they can be in reconciliation? I have a question. I'm not going to be doing full on readings. A question. Are my finances going to improve? Just generalized questions. I'm not bringing forth any spirit. Fire away at the questions. Hey, Vicky. Oh, Chris is here. Hi, guys. How are you? Lynn's here. Hi, guys. Sierra. Yeah, Serena, even though you didn't ask a question, I am going to tell you that one of the surgeries is long overdue. So they didn't catch something in a timely fashion, and it's corrective surgery, correct? It'll be okay. No need to worry. Yeah, Kayla, but Michelle, Kayla Halata. So things with you will get a little bumpy first before the air clears. Do you know what I mean? Diane, it'll be fine. I love it. Tomorrow's a big day. Listen, It's kind of so wild how sometimes it's the things that we fear the most or the things that give us problems going ahead and pushing through that wind up to be just like a beautiful experience. In your case, the experience, Diane, is like question mark, question mark, question mark. But it'll all work out to your greater good. Trust me on that one. Leanne, Carrie, Leanne. You'll have to tell me which is which. I know I've asked that once before, but my memory is wild. Yes, but it's not in your time. It's in God's time. It's in God's time, sweetie. Hi, Claudine. How are you? Hey, Jessica. Alicia. My Nana died 6 years ago, which she is still around you, but she doesn't come in the same way anymore. Her energy has gotten stronger, so it's harder for you to feel her. But she still in the spring will come on wings, and that's what I just got from my guides. Oh, it's the first time watching you. Oh, thank you, Aura. Oh, I love that name. This is Spirit Talk. It's a lot of people who have gifts have been asking a lot of questions about, oh, what gifts do you think I have? So those would be great questions. If you have a question, now would be the time to ask it. Or if you have any generalized questions on how do you do this? Do I have to meditate? Just different things. Hey, Dawn K, I'm great. Thank you. Thank you. Vicky, okay, I want you to take this in the most positive way possible, okay? Is that I'm hearing free will needs to align. And what that means is God's will. God has a greater purpose. But it's really all about his will at this point. That's all. It's what he's going on inside of his mind and going through. So, hi, Kathy Moore. Grand Rising. Let me tell you something, guys. There's so much coming from the collective right now. And there's so much coming from the universe. And it's just, let me just say that the energy will be in and out, kind of wonky, but productive at the same time. Claudia goes, me. Claudia, ask your questions. Hi, Richard. How are you? Yes, Brittany. But Brittany Ayers, you're not you need to be vibrating higher at a higher frequency. And I don't see you doing those things. I really don't see you doing those things, honey. Hi, Patricia. He is. He is still currently in the hospital, right? Because that's where he should be. Vicky. Hey, Casey. Thank you, Casey. Yeah, I got on today and I thought, oh my gosh, as I'm going live, as the countdown's going down, I'm like, oh, I forgot to do that thing on Facebook so that I can see who sent stars. I was going to, give props to that, Not extremely costly, but more than what you kind of have, Lynn. I'm sorry. Yes, Sabrina, you will. Let me just go here. Sabrina. Okay, I get woken up in the middle of the night from someone yelling. I think it's my aunt because she is the only one who called me that. Can I be right? Yes, you are right. When you get woken up between the hours of 2 and 4, those are the spirit hours. And that's when your loved ones come and they like to walk in your dreams. When my spirit guides. Yeah, the thing about our spirit guides is, number one, we have to identify with them. Number two, we're not the only ones, but I respect spirit enough to tell everyone that you have to be the one to find out who your guides are. I can tell you how many to expect, you know. But other than that, yeah. Claudine, it's just that. Okay, so please know that I respect spirit, and they're the utmost. Besides my family, I respect them the most. I respect spirit and family, and I want to respect you, Claudine, at the same time. Um, you you get a lot of things, but it feels like you don't realize it, and there's no surrogation. Like they're not like this is this and that is that. This is like a premonition. This is this. This is that. This is a message. um, I'm seeing silhouettes at the corner of my eye. You've got many things, but it feels like you need to just stick with one thing and stick with it because there's talent there, Claudine. But you've got a lot of ancient ancestors who have been reaching out for you lately. Yeah. You're something called a star seed. Sorry, I drink my water kind of loud. Our guides won't always come to us in the physical form when they are communicating with us. Okay? Cheta. Oh, Cheta. From your loss, you were given gifts. I will tell you one that is the strongest, and it is that of an empath. But not just like an empath. There's different types of empaths. There's a national empathic society and a society of empaths. And that you can Google online. I don't know that address by heart, but that's a good place for you to start. Because I want you, Cheta, to I want you to discover more. It takes yourself out of here, out of overthinking, and goes into the heart space. Does that make sense to you? Because you have multiple gifts. So, Cheta, I really feel that if you start with the empaths and discover what type of empath you are, okay. Have you ever seen a person not know a thing about cars, but yet when the hood pops open, they know right where to go. They know how to change you. They know how to these things. That's a mechanical empath. They see something done once and it triggers their memory and they remember how they do it. Do you know what I mean? There's environmental empaths. There are medical empaths. Like you just always seem to know what the other person is suffering from. That they have, it isn't this what the doctor said, but it's this. And then they find out you're right. There's all kinds of empaths. Let's see. Claudine, he is around you. To be honest, I could help, but it's like my guys are telling me private read. So that's one of those things that you're going to have a read. So, because that's involving energy work that I didn't allow time for tonight here. But you'll get it. Trust me, you will. You will. Yeah. Yeah, Cheta, haven't you ever like wondered why sometimes you just can't watch the news, honey? Or why when this person's suffering, that person's suffering, you're so emotional? That's it. So that's where you have to look. Patricia wants to know if her mom or dad are around her, are they upset with my sister putting them into a mausoleum? Well, it wasn't what they wanted, but they're not upset by it. They're in peace. They had other plans. So that really, I'm being told, was just to have a better idea of who comes and goes and who visits. Patricia, you know, it's like the person who still has to have control over something that's really out of their control. Because if you put someone in a plot, and you know what, you can open up a gravesite and put someone who's cremated in a grave. Okay. However, when that happens, people don't have to sign in. They don't have to, they're encouraged when you walk into a mausoleum to sign in. And anymore, where my dad is, okay, I can't just go on my own. I have to have someone go unlock the door for me. They don't keep it unlocked all the time anymore like they used to. So that's what that's about. And it was also cheaper. Sabrina, I can feel it. It's because of how I vibrate. Like, Sabrina, I know that you've got excellent intuition, but you don't trust it all the time. Hey, Marlene. It was just something I always kind of knew, Marlene. I just didn't, every time it was brought up or anytime I said something or asked my mother something, she goes, we don't talk about that. People think you're crazy. So it was always something I just pushed down and pushed down and pushed down. And with each important person in my life that left, started out with my nanny, and then then my dad and my mom and my brother, blew the roof off everything. And every time I had lost somebody in my life, I had kind of like upgrades, you know what I mean? Like just, So it was that. But Patricia, I just heard it again. They're not upset with her. It's more of a disappointment. Your dad was really upset at first, but it was disappointment. Probably if I had to pick an age, Marlene, let's see, I was 19 when I had Kristen. Probably 21. 21. She's been around you a lot. Is my Nana looking down on me recently? It's her birthday on Saturday. She usually always comes around. She loves birthdays. She didn't hear, I don't think she loved them or celebrated them as much here when she was on the earth plane. There was always a thing with birthdays with her, though, I keep hearing. But, yeah, she's always kind of been around you. It comes and goes, especially when you're driving in the car. Your Nana is, but happy birthday to your Nana. But she's always in the car with you. Trust me. Hi, Sherry Ann. How are you? Casey, Dawn, as you said, Thursday night, my mother-in-law is going through reconciliation. Yeah. And she bounced. That's like kind of like what it is, balance her checkbook. No, she's having, let me just double check, Casey. Yeah, no, not yet. Casey, I would give her at least a good 4 weeks. Because remember, guys, one of the things you need to know is in spirit, there is no clock. Time does not matter. There is no time. There's no time. It's all divine timing from God. And there's no watches, there's no clocks. If you go in with a watch, you pass away with a watch on you, you may see that watch again on your arm, but it will have no face. No face, no time. Or sometimes, depending on how you pass, it might have broken. Usually it breaks when we pass. Because we cross over that bridge and it's like driving into a brick wall. It just breaks. Will my son have surgery again this week? Serena, he needs another surgery. I just don't know when. Dates are hard for me again because I'm hearing God's will. It'll be in God's time. But he does have to have another one, honey. Okay. Let's see. Oh, a private reading? Oh, a private reading. Well, here I can do this. HTTPS colon. I think it's two backslashes. Hi, Allison. How are you? Nope, that's not it. Okay, so I want you to go on Facebook, and in the Facebook, you're going to type in Dawn Marie Knows, and you should come to my page. And I'll show that. It'll be Facebook, and let me fix it. I'll do it again. Wait, hold on. This is easier for people. Right there at this is where you can, right here, facebook.com, Dawn Marie Knows. And then you'll find my business page. Oh, yeah, I guess you are, Dawn. It's probably in your settings. You know what I mean? You're welcome for asking. Thank you for asking. How do we learn about our past lives? Okay, so when we talk about, hold on, I'm going to talk about something here. And Allison, by all means, Allison is another light worker. Put something in the comments if you need to add, Allison, or if you have something to add on the topic. Now, here's the deal with past lives. Probably a good 75% of us have a moment in here in on the current earth plane, okay, to that triggers something is triggered, and we have, it could be like come in a flashback or in a trigger where it's like, oh, I feel like I've done this before, or you're like, wow, how did I know to tie a sailor's knot when I'm not a sailor? That is a moment of a past life. When you have dreams and you dream of something and it's not of this time on earth, not of this century, but past centuries. I particularly, you can go to someone who works in Akashic Records, and they're usually really spot on if you find a good person. But I find the best way, from the way I did it, was I went through, I believe in holistic medicine. And I have a couple doctors who are holistic doctors. I asked her if she could do, a holistic doctor could do, basically it's where you're hypnotized and you're brought back through your past lives. So it's a past life regression. But that's the way I wanted to do it at the time. I didn't know about like the Akashic Records at that time, because this was years ago, you know? So it's just something. Some people can naturally see it. I can see usually the past 4 or 5 years. They're given to me in like little, almost looks like a film strip, and it'll take me, and I can always tell because the attire will be different. The backgrounds will be different. Furniture and other stuff will be different. So that is that. But it's not anything that you can just go to anyone. So you'll have to ask people if they can do past life readings, you know? So that's kind of that. Now, yes, you are being filtered. Let's see. The struggle is real. Any advice? Jessica Lynn. After Christmas, it starts to get better. There's nothing you can really do except keep pushing through. Keep pushing through. That came from my guides. Is my dad sending me guidance? You have a couple people, Claudine, that are trying to trying to actually talk to you. Your dad, and then there's a grandparent, grandmother, one of your grandmothers. Yeah, it's nice seeing Ellie here, isn't it? Hi, Brandy. Hey, Ashley Keith. Ashley, you are so in love with Christmas that it's almost like you're worried about Christmas this year. You usually go big, don't you, honey? I'm hearing go big or go home. um, you like you so connect with the joy of Christmas, but you can find that joy in anything. You just have to get out of your headspace, Ashley. But I mean, other than that, you're good. You are good. You are a joy to be around. Hey, Kevin. Kevin Morris, my guides are telling me to get out of your own way. That sometimes you get in your own way. Just yes. Yeah, Jess, he is. But he always comes around for you. I know it seems weird when I say they're always around, but we always, there's like, for some of us, like, there's one lady I talked to, a friend of mine today, and her aunt always is around her, always comes in for her, always is around her. It's like a no brainer. Do you know what I mean? A Facebook user with no name says, well, things get better. I think I know who it is. I'm trying my hardest. Yeah, you're trying a little too hard, sweetheart. Just let it go. No, I didn't, Lauren. You might be getting filtered out again, sweetie. That happens with Facebook. I will tell you this, iOS is doing an update. They probably did most of them this weekend. And Facebook will be starting with updates again this next weekend. Yeah, keep praying, Vicky. You're going to have to pray for divine intervention, sweetheart. It's one of the only things that goes up and over God's will. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Jess. Hi, Michelle. Michelle. Matters of the heart. My ear's going again. I'm hearing with some people the chatter that I get. It's so loud it like itches my ears. It's weird, I know, but it's just me. My ears could just going. Michelle. You're not going to want to hear this. I don't think. My guides tell me that you should be working on your mediumship. But to be honest, it feels like that's not going to happen until like the beginning of next year. Yeah. You've got some matters of the heart that you need to work on. Oh, that's interesting. My guys just showed me something. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that's kind of private. Michelle Clausen. I'm going to say this, Michelle. It's like it's mutual. We were talking about a topic yesterday, Michelle, and I just saw something, and I want you to know it's mutual. It's 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 mutual, honey. Yeah, Sarah, we can talk tomorrow. Well, I thought we were going to talk tomorrow, aren't we? Hi, Ellie. Guys, I usually always pray for Kayla, but Kayla had to have emergency appendectomy, and I said, "Well, did it explode? Did it, burst in your body?" Because she made a comment about she thought she heard the doctor say something about bursting. But then she said something about as they took it out. So I'm thinking it burst as she took it out because she's still having pain. She's still having other issues. And it reminds me of when my cousin had his appendix burst. Yeah, so let's just keep her in our prayers if we can. But I mean, other than that, she's been resting when she isn't with, with the kids, watching the kids. She's resting, so it's kind of hard for her. But Ellie, I will tell you that you were asking for her. Hi, Allie. Hi, Michelle. Allison, let me ask. Hold on. Allison, here is what I heard. Your boys, the boys, 3 times. And then I heard, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Don't let the negative bring you down. Bad people are always going to be out there. Okay, these last 2 things about her, the bad people. She says she's been trying to through the dreams. Like the messages have been getting muddled, Allison. Like there's someone out there who is like, you have like things going on inside of your house, but then you have something that's annoying her when dealing with the public here on Facebook. She just told me that it hurts when you trust the wrong person. So be aware of that. That is about Facebook in general. That's about social media. Social media, social media. She's talking a lot about social media. Even one of your boys, excuse me, and social media. Is your son having issues with it? She said, just know it'll all work out. Keep being you. Keep being who you are. If people don't like it, they don't have to follow you. You are love. You are surrounded by love. You are love. Okay, that was it. It felt like she was talking cryptically, Allison. So I hope you can make sense of that. You know, it's just so weird. Kathy, you sent 500 stars. Oh, thank you so much. Missy. It's almost like you're not ready to hear it, honey. You're not ready to hear it yet, Missy. When you're able to understand and accept and digest what he's trying to tell you, it'll come through, my guides say. Just know he's okay. Sherry. Wow. Mm-mm. Wow. February, March, April, May, June. Well, believe it or not, Sherry, um, he's in reconciliation. I hear him like barely over a whisper. Comments are behind a little bit, guys. It got behind. Brandy Martinez, female figure, great grandmother. What is my mom trying to tell you? Open your eyes. There's somebody around you that's not being so truthful with you. Feels female. Someone, if you haven't already identified her as not being truthful with you, because this is someone who's supposed to be a friend, then it will happen in the near future. Hello, Rachel, my lovely friend, my beautiful soul. At 2:30 a.m., I have a spirit trying to get me wide awake. They wanted my attention. Who was that? A parent, I just heard. Okay, did you recently lose your mom? I'm hearing I'm hearing parent. I think it's female. Hi, Jessica Davidson. How are you? Jessica Davidson, I just heard trust more. Oh, Carol, they are together. They are together, yes. Allie Baldwin, he says he was at the wedding and it was beautiful. So, Michelle, and because I didn't really see that really happening until after January, work on resilience, work on stamina, because it does take so much energy, especially to withstand that connection. Once you connect in, is a big energy push. And then as you're talking to them, you have to maintain that. That's why sometimes when I come on lives, I can only do an hour because sometimes they're really strong. Claudine? Yeah, she says it's for the best. Hi, Suzanne. How are you? No, honey, nothing from your mom, Miss Facebook user. Hi, Kathy. How are you? No, Kathy, believe it or not, I'm not really hearing anything from you tonight. That's that's I always think that's a beautiful, positive sign. They are together, honey. Yeah. I don't know who it is, Dottie. Nope. My guides say no. So I don't know what that is. Donna Marie, thank you. Did you send stars? Thank you so much. Does it take a while to hear from someone that committed suicide? That is a great question. So let me just go ahead and talk about this. Because what happens is when a person self harms themselves, okay, or they've took a part in their death, collaborated in the end of life, okay, but suicide, of course, is the one that's the most popular. Um, we have too many suicides going on in this country. It just hurts my heart. But a suicide is not handled on their side any different than the processing of a soul. Okay? They process the soul very much the same way. The only thing that they ask them is at the end of everything they're going through and acclimating, okay, back into the realm of pure energy. What happens is that they're given like just called a little job. Okay, we've got a job for you. These are your choices, and they only give them two. And sometimes they're not even given a choice. But it's like not that they are indentured or in some kind of like negative place, like a jail or like a limbo. That no, um, we as humans, the energy inside of a human, the human thinking can get us stuck, but it doesn't put us in limbo. It just doesn't allow us to cross over. So we have to sometimes stand and wait. You know what I mean? It's like waiting for a specific person to come through and walk you over, because that's what you're conditioned. You're conditioned. You want to wait for that person. You want to wait. You know it's. You know that. You know. Oh, I know that my father said he would wait for me. He would wait for me. So I'm going to stand here and look and wait for him. Okay. But the thing of it is we all have something to do when we're over there. So it's really not any different. The difference is selection. People who have taken their own life are only given like a small selection of either this or this. And it's usually something that they struggled with when they were here. But we all have things to do. We're all helping people. We're never just sitting on a chair flipping through the boob tube. You know what I mean? Like we all have things. We all have things that we have to do. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Allison, we all have jobs over there. There is no rest. It's not like, it's not like what you would envision. Like, oh, I'm sitting next to the Lord and I am just going to sit on this throne forever and I'm just here and where's the big screen TV? Not like that. Not like that at all. So we all have something to do. It occupies our time. It's for the same reason that they can't stand talking to me for hours on end, because then they would really miss. They would be able to feel like they might want to come back, or sometimes their job, they can't walk away from that long. Do you know what I mean? Oh, the validation light came. I have a light sometimes. I never noticed it until last night. You know how when you guys watch me live, sometimes you see, why does your face light up like that? The light gets really bright. I can tell you this light doesn't change and that light doesn't change. They're all the same. There's no power surge, no nothing. As a matter of fact, they're both on, not that one, but this one is on a power surge. So it won't, Well, you know what it is, Allison? She had some people that owed her favors because she is one of those beautiful, enlightened souls that is an old soul. So it's, it's like one of those. Oh, Lauren, I do see your, I just now saw your comment. 25. Yeah, but not necessarily right away, Richard. I wouldn't know unless I actually did a reading for you and got into his energy. I won't energy jump anyone. It's like group napping. It's energy napping, I guess. But I don't use it with nap, but I call it energy jump. I won't go into anybody else's energy that I do not have permission. I won't. I just won't do it. It's not right. I wouldn't want it done to me. It's just not right. Your stepmom last week. Aww. All right, Jess, I'll keep an eye out for her. Missy, it feels like 12 days after your father. Oh, wow. You know what, Missy? I think, well, they're both okay, but have you not had a reading? Because I'm hearing, I think she needs a reading. So I can help you. Private message me and I'll try to give you what I can, but there's got to be some kind of energy exchange. You know what I mean? Hey, Caitlin. Do my spirit guides, angels, have a message for me? You've been receiving angel numbers. Yeah. Oh, your ears are starting to ring. Caitlin, when you see those numbers, sorry, my throat dries out when there's so much spirit, so much energy. Caitlin, now here's the deal, because I have to get out off of this thing. I have a reading to do at 9, so I got to get off here in a little bit. But here's the deal. When you guys, in general, everyone, but Caitlin, for you, because remember how I told you in time you would be opening up to more of the gifts you had? Well, this is kind of the start of it. But when you start seeing those angel numbers, okay, I know my angels have been talking to me lately, so I do see the numbers lately. I write down what I'm thinking when I see the number. Like, if I'm talking to my friend about, I don't know how I'm going to afford changing the locks on my door. And then I see 111 or 222 or 333, whatever that is. I'm going to write down the question that I had or what I was thinking about, and then the number. because then I'm going to go back and I'm going to look up that angel number. And I will tell you this, when you look on the computer about angel numbers, you could go nuts if you actually sat and read. Many people, okay, side note, many people produce content on the internet that says, oh, well, 222 means this. Then you have the other person that says, no, 222 means this. And then you have the third, no, 222 really means this. So when it comes to angel numbers, you have to look them up for yourself. Why? Because when you look it up and Google will give you 5, 6, 7 or more different links, different websites you can go to, the one you pick on is the message you're supposed to have. Once you pick on one, don't pick on all the others because it will drive you mad. It's like I have a friend, she's very religious, she goes to a church, and when she questions or has a question for the universe, she opens up her Bible at a random place and puts her finger somewhere. And that's the verse in the Bible that is her answer. Kind of sort of the same thing, but no Bible. You have to chug water too? I know. I have to drink the water. I'll tell you what. Yeah, Denise. Yeah, you know. Hey, Sissy. Oh, by the way, Sissy, you do know that he got over there okay. You did get that message, correct? And you do know that he will be in reconciliation a long while. He left angry. So he'll be a while, honey. Have you experienced or do you know what it means when I'm ready to fall asleep, my body can't move, hard for you to breathe, you always see your son, it's so scary. Okay, yes, Tammy. My question to you is, what are you listening to as you fall asleep? Because right before we fall asleep, the last person in our memory is who we can pull through a dream if it's God's will. But we can't move because of part of the sleep cycle, but it's actually a blessing because if he's coming to you at that time, that means that more things are going to open up for you. I know he doesn't mean to scare you, and that's probably why he like the vision fades. But when that happens, think to yourself, I'm not going to be scared. I'm not going to be scared. I'm not going to be scared 3 times. It always means like cemented. In gold. It's like, tell him it's okay. You won't be scared this time. Spirit has a rule. First rule of spirit is do no harm. So they won't come through if they feel like they're going to harm somebody or scare them or make them cry or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're nitpicking each other, Jessica. It'll stop. Okay, Jess, I can do that. I can do that. Where's Linda? I don't see which Linda. Oh, there's Linda. Now I can see you comment, honey. Yes, they come through, Cheryl. They sure do. Okay. Prayers. Yeah, it was your mom. Wow, Dawn K. Wow, yeah. It's coming up on some kind of celebration, Dawn K. That's all I can get. Hi, Patty. How are you? You have the ringing in your ears? Yeah. Divine healing codes. Hi, Cheryl. All right, honey. I got you guys in my prayers. Yeah, I got to get going here anyway, guys. Wait, hold on. Claudine says the message is coming through, Claudine. But if you can tell her that she would need a read, she would need a reading. It's the only kind of way. He was happy. He ate before he died. He did like to eat now, didn't he, sissy? Oh gosh, I have a reading in 9-10 minutes. Thank you. Keep me on because I get lost in these things sometimes. Just that he's okay. So far, the only thing he came to me this morning. I was so busy this afternoon, I didn't get a chance to talk to you, but he said he was okay. He said he was okay. He didn't realize forgiveness was such a big deal over here. He said, so yeah, yep. And hello, boom, boom, boom. What is that? Outside my window, boom, 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 boom. Well, I see, can she see us? But it just comes up Facebook user. So I don't know exactly who that is. Do you know what I mean? I will, Serena. Okay, so prayer requests. Thank you, Dawn. Serena. Yeah, you don't listen, guys. If I tell you that it's that they're saying that you need a reading to get it, that doesn't mean listen. I'm not like that. I don't come from ego. You can get whoever reads for you. You know, whoever you connect with, whoever you resonate. That's, who. Yes, Cheryl. Of course, honey. Somerton. Good night, Allison. Thank you, Vicky. Sure. Okay, Denise. Oh, well, if she wants me, that's fine. Oh. You know what, Patty? It's weird because I see like the post that you post on here, and I never really thought about it. But then I had someone come through. I did readings on Thursday night, and I had someone come through, and she was looking for her sister, and I didn't know who she was. Um, so I think it was your sister. I think she's okay. She just said, "Can you tell my sister I'm okay?" That's all it was. So I'm like, "Oh, okay." But if I get anything in particular, that's that. You're welcome, Claudine. Guys, all you have to do is go to this link, facebook.com/Dawn Marie Knows. And there's my business page, and you can find out anything. All right, guys. Well, I have 5 minutes now, and I want to do the quick energy clearing before I go in and do this reading tonight. Thank you all very much. And I look forward to seeing you next weekend. Okay, guys? Stay blessed. You know, you all are blessed. You really are.